greet our next speaker. And the first session on which we will start today is about productivity and remote productivity, and especially at these times, as you might get the notion, you might have a large team, or you might be doing some business intelligence, or your company hasn't started doing that yet. There is a 99% chance that at least part of the jobs you will do remotely, and that is why the first speaker is joining us from Microsoft Central and Eastern Europe. Tanya Iostman, who is the modern workplace specialist, and Tanya will talk that the remote teamwork agenda is for everybody. Discover how to simplify the processes, stay productive, and get more done with AI-enabled tools. So without any further ado, let's kick off the day 6 of the bootcamp. Tanya, we are very happy to have you here, and I'm sending you live now.
Thank you very much, Davis. I'm so glad that you invited me to participate such interesting event. And yes, I'm here from Microsoft, and I wanted to tell you about our concept of World's Productivity Cloud, Microsoft 365. So you know that all the companies, it's like on top of mind, these two words, yes, digital transformation. And all the companies which wanted to be successful in this world, they think about how to digitally transform their business. So businesses outside of the technical sector are hiring more developers now. They wanted to change the traditional thought of being not only like a special industry business company, but to become digitally transformation technical company, to use technologies for their digital transformation. What do we do? How we can become different, how we can change who we are, and how can we operate? Those questions are they are on top of mind of all the top managers of all the companies. To help our customers to navigate those questions, we launched Microsoft 365. So for last 2 or maybe 3 years, we have been hard working, trying to make it much more than just sum of parts. And our Microsoft 365 concept, based on our Microsoft Graph, is a tool for boosting, increasing your productivity, to stay secured, to keep safe, even when we are working remotely. And Microsoft 365 is not only a licensing bundle. So Microsoft 365, the world's productivity cloud. And we are essentially creating a set of cloud services which are seamless, which are doing the digital transformation in your companies. So in meaning of productivity, we are investing to personal productivity tools as well as to organizational productivity tools. And because we are, as Microsoft, using all our tools before they come to you. So we need, as a most attacked company in the world, we need to have security, to work with compliance to any standards and politics we are using, to keep safe identities, because we are working all over the world, and we all are traveling, not now, but we need these identity tools, and we wanted to secure to I will switch off cam because I think the translation comes worse, and we have to trust our privacy tools as well. Now, another important concept as we move from trust is the idea of M365 as a platform. Of course, you get a ton of value as you log into Microsoft 365 for the first time and use any of the experiences we have to offer, but it's much more than that. Every month, several million connections are made to M365 as a platform. It's already starting to take root. It's so important then for us to have people not just use what comes out of the box, but also to start to customize it for their particular business needs. The main pillars where Microsoft invests in meaning of productivity is first, enabling teamwork and simplifying workflows. Then the second pillar is to help people to stay productive on the go, even when you are in a plane and this plane is taking off, you have to use your usual tools and make calls and work together with people on documents, etc., etc. And of course, if we are basing on our Microsoft Graph, so we are trying to help you be more efficient with built-in artificial intelligence tools. It works in all programs being included in our office, you know. And today I will try to show you several examples came during last month, how it works and which new features, new tools you can use working remotely with Microsoft 365. And the second group of pillars is organizational productivity. Soon we will announce a new product which will launch, I hope, in August or maybe even in July. It's a knowledge management tool called Project Cortex. And this tool also will cover all the products inside the Microsoft 365 and will help people to get knowledge, corporate knowledge from even work in Microsoft Word. And of course, we continue working on protecting your organizational accounts, data, applications, even devices, and help your ITs to manage all your endpoints. So let's focus on personal productivity and teamwork productivity. You know here that our flagship product is Teams. And I hope you, everybody, know that Teams is not a replacement of Skype for Business. It's completely new product which was built from scratch to support teamwork. And it's not only a communication tool. Yes, you can chat, you can meet there, you can use audio and video conferencing inside Teams, but mostly Teams help you to organize workplaces. Workplaces for different lines of businesses. Workplaces, for example, for HRs who use a set of applications during their day, including CRM, including ERP, including some email programs, office applications, etc., etc. Maybe some custom applications inside your company. And of course, it takes time when you're switching between applications, when you are trying to log in everywhere, and especially when you want to exchange data, to put something from one application to another, etc. And Teams help you to organize in teams and channels, to organize such workplaces for each line of business, for each group or team of workers. And this tool helps a lot during our COVID times. You know that now we have got about 75 million people working with Teams daily, and it's a challenge for us, but it's also a win. We know that people using Teams continue doing their business, of course. And because Teams is a part of Microsoft 365, you can simply use, for example, Power BI on tabs of each channel. You can use Flow and Power Apps to automate processes which are in use for this team. So the first pillar of our remote productivity is Teams, and now we do much more investment than before, and we already got several new features in Teams and continue doing it. You know, as now we provide software as a service, we are getting your feedbacks via our user voice websites, and when you post an idea how to improve our product there, and many people vote for your ideas, so our product owner puts it into backlog, and we are trying to release it as soon as possible. So in Teams, during last several months, we got inline translation. For example, one of my colleagues wrote something in Chinese. I just click translate from the message menu and get this message in a language I need. Or you know that all the meetings could be recorded, and recordings are in our stream tool. It's like corporate YouTube, and when doing recordings from your team meeting, you can not only see it, watch it later, but also, for example, you wanna just to hear what your boss, your manager told during this meeting, and you can type the name of your manager and get bookmarks marks in your video where he talked. And in Stream now you can get subtitles in different languages, and soon you will get translation in real time. It's in our roadmap as well. You know that especially when you're working from home, that you can use different custom backgrounds in Teams, and now it's this feature is able for all users. You can apply different blurs, different backgrounds, and in Microsoft now we already can use custom pictures as a background. And you should know that, for example, now I'm working in multi-Windows Teams. So we in Microsoft already use it. We can use several windows for different meetings, different charts, different co-working, co-authoring with colleagues, etc. Soon you will get this feature as well. When somebody during the meeting uses whiteboards, uses flip charts, you can, by using our built-in AI, you can make a person transparent. You saw it in this video as well. So a lot of useful and interesting and funny stuff. So for example, in Outlook, we got share to Teams button to help people to post some email which could be interesting for people from some channel, to share it to this channel in Teams. It's also a new feature we got recently. And look, it looks like magic maybe, but we got fluid framework where each person, when they are working together on a document, for example, can get translation in their own language in the same document. And it's also a presence of our AI here. How we can work in teams cross up, how we can collaborate. For example, on a doc, we should prepare for our manager in 10 minutes, for example. Look, we had a table in a Word, Microsoft Word, and then we put it to our Teams channel. And here the table is working. We can sort it, we can filter it, we can work with columns. And look how it looks when we are working together on the same table. We are putting data together here, and our AI called Cortana, you know, helps us to choose appropriate chart here, to calculate totals, etc. And it takes much less time than before. So you know that you can use Flow. Now it's called Power Automate. You can use it inside Teams, and you can automate processes and put some your custom apps inside Teams. For example, we we developed an app to make inventarization, to make inventory, and we wanted to put this application to Teams for our field workers from warehouses, for example, etc. We can very easily prepare this app. You know that Power Apps is a low-code tool inside Microsoft 365. Then you can save it, publish it, and put it to Teams as an additional application. So you can customize Teams with your applications. The second pillar I mentioned is to help you to stay productive on the go. So new features here. I was excited when I got it on my phone. So new Office application helps me if I go and see some picture with a table or some PDF with table, it helps me in seconds put it to Excel, for example. Let me show it. So it's Office application, which is on your smartphones and tablets in stores, and you can easily make some useful from a table you meet somewhere. Now Outlook can play your emails. Now we got mobile stream application which helps field workers to capture some videos from the field and put it to corporate video portal. And now we got a lot in almost all applications. We got a lot AI-enabled tools. For example, in Excel, Word, PowerPoint, we got ideas tools, which help us to find appropriate visualization for our data, which help us to get additional data, for example, statistics, if we mark some data as geography data or stocks. So if I marked this column like geography column, I can easily add some population data, for example, to my tables. You know that you already know that new whiteboard tool is inside our M365, and you can here use different templates. You can use different tools like pens, pencils, etc. And you can add pictures, images, and even videos to your whiteboard. And you can work with this simulation of flip chart together, working remotely as well. We got a designer and ideas in PowerPoint. We got a very interesting, amazing presenter coach tool to PowerPoint. You know that people feel difficulties when present something to audience, and this coach can help you to rehearse and will coach you not to read slides, will coach you to not to use and other exceeding words, etc. In Word, we got a new task recognition tool during last month. So you just typing a task and clicking convert to task and assigning it to a person. And you can mention people in different office applications as well. In meaning of organizational productivity, I highly recommend you to pay attention to our new workplace analytics tool. So from here, you can get insights how your people work remotely. Are they effective? How much time they spend to meetings, to productive work, etc. And this information helps you to streamline your business processes, not only regarding remote work, but also regarding your office work of your employees. And a new tool, which I already mentioned, Project Cortex, also can help you to manage content in your company and manage knowledge in your company. Just let me show a short video, the last. So if I met some term I didn't met before, I can get information just inside Word or PowerPoint, etc. And then in the knowledge center of my company, I can get names of subject matter expert related topics and can ask questions and get answers. So of course, my time slot is very short to show everything I want to show you. So if you are interested in Microsoft 365, please visit our site. Please inform us that you need some workshops regarding teamwork assessment, regarding security, regarding compliance. and our special fast track tool can help you get Microsoft 365 onboarding and adoption as soon as possible. We are, as Microsoft, prepared a lot of recommendations how to start working remotely as soon as possible and work with your business continue successfully. Thank you, guys.
And thank you, Tanya. We do have some questions, so let's go through them because, yes, time is running out, but still let's ask the questions. The first is a broad question. Which of these tools that you mentioned you would suggest as the most important ones for remote workers?
Of course, Teams. Of course, Teams for individuals and for teams. I suggest Workplace Analytics for managers who can monitor how their employees work remotely. Those two main pillars, yes.
Okay, thank you. The next is, could you share on what other productivity tools Microsoft is working on and what can we expect in the next 2 years? Very nice question.
Yeah. So as I mentioned, we are trying to enable all our tools with artificial intelligence, AI. And this project Cortex tool is on the top because it will cover all the knowledge from your company. Of course, we are focusing on content management because content is growing, not even exponentially, but and we don't manage it. We don't manage duplication of this information. We don't manage trusted sources of this information. We don't manage obsolete information, don't apply retention policies, etc., etc. And in Microsoft, we have a new concept of content management, and we can share it with people as well. And this project Cortex is a part of this new concept.
All right. We're looking forward to getting all the final versions of these tools. Next question is from my side. You mentioned about workshops. What if the attendees who either see this live or see a recording of this session are interested in joining a workshop? Where do they sign up? Is there a fee for that? Will you be a trainer for that, or if it's done in a webinar format? You suggested about workshops, so could you tell us a bit more about how we can learn?
When visiting Microsoft365.com site, you can get a lot of webinars there, and on mslearn.com tool as well. So from mslearn, you can get workshops not only as an end user, but as an administrator as well. And you can book security, compliance, and teamwork workshops from those resources. And of course, you can ask me because I'm covering all the Baltic countries and Eastern European countries, and even Central Asia. So I'm ready to support in this.
Did you include your email in the presentation? I might have not seen it, but was there your email in presentation?
It should be, but of course we will provide it to our listeners.
Okay, this is a good news for them. Two short questions. First, are there plans to add user-made custom backgrounds for Teams?
Yep. We already have it now. It's just any image, you can put it as a background, but we do have it in a preview version. But when it will roll out for all users, you will get it as well. Yes. As multi-windows, I've mentioned already. So it's very useful to have several windows with Teams in your Windows pane.
Yes, I think I see this is a pretty common requested feature. And the last question, what is the price for Microsoft 365 and Teams for Business?
Oh,
if
it
you want to buy it?
depends, because we really have a lot of packages with different options. And from Microsoft365.com site, you can get info regarding all these packages. But now you can get Teams for free, for example, for your business. Microsoft Teams is for free.
Okay. On this note, then we will end. Yes, it is incredible what you first did with Microsoft Teams and what the whole world situation made to do that into adoption, and it's working. Nothing is it's working, and we're enjoying the software free of charge. Thank you. Unfortunately, the time is up.
Yeah.
Thank you once again. We can shake virtual hands, and good luck for your rest of the day.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you for joining us.